I am in the player controller. I am paying very close attention to chat right now because for some reason this shit is not working and it's really driving me nuts. Oh, enable click events, enable mouse over events. I swear, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. God damn it. Jackie, I love you. You're the best. I feel like an idiot. It's always okay. So we have a joke at work that we have this joke at work, and it's one that has remained true throughout my entire time at Epic, and it's called "Keep Calm and Check for the Checkbox." And here's the story behind that. So, as you guys know, we are all too human and make a lot of mistakes. It happens. That's just life. So I was trying to help an individual who had a problem, and the problem seemed like it was between two different versions of the engine, and it was like back in this old version it just didn't work, and in this new version it did, and they wanted to know exactly when the change occurred, and it was really important that I figured this out. I spent 3 days going between engine versions, back and forth and 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 back and forth, going whittling down exactly where this change occurred. And when I got to the middle, there was the error was still occurring, but I had just checked the middle, and I was like, "What the hell? It wasn't occurring a minute ago." So then I started going back, and all of a sudden, the error was no longer occurring, going back further and further and further and further until I got to the original engine version, like the exact number and everything. And I checked it, and it worked. There wasn't a bug. I got really angry, and I couldn't figure it out. And it turned out, inside of the world settings, there was a check. It was the last place I would think of looking for this particular bug that was happening. There was just a little checkbox, and it was like, check, boom, bug no longer occurs. I spent 3 days over a fucking checkbox, guys. So, just so you know, stay calm and check for the checkbox, because 9 times out of 10, there's a fucking checkbox somewhere in this editor that fixes the problem. And I do not know where most of them are, and I have to go searching for them. It's rage inducing, really. Really. Okay, well, this is no longer needed. Nope. This is no longer needed. Shifting gears. And thank you so much, Jackie, for that. Okay, cool. So, we no longer need the event actor on clicked. This works. Yeah, that is another option. Just right click the graph and search for every relevant word. If you check all of the words, eventually one will be right. Oh. Another point of contention for me, and this is something that some of us have been fighting for a while, is when dealing with UI, the fact that it says specifically right here, add to viewport, remove from parent. Why does it have to be add to viewport and remove from parent? Or it could be add to viewport, remove from viewport, or add to parent, remove from parent. But why does it have to be two different ones? That bothers me. Anyways, let's see. John, do you have Visual Studio 2015 or the redistributable? There's an error going on right now that a lot of people are getting, and if you get the redistribute, which I linked in the 410 preview thread, it does fix it, but it's a VS something DLL error, specifically when trying to build. Yeah. Go to the 410 preview forum thread and find the post I made on there to, I want to say it was like Destructible Man or Destruction Man, something like that. And in there is a redistribute package. Install that, and you shouldn't have to update the Visual Studio 2015 to be able to build. Okay, where was I? Right. Main menu. Main menu. Blah, 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 blah. And down here, we can go ahead and take this out because we are just going to leave the cursor where it is. Oh, allow input. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, I do not know because I don't do any C++. Uh, what's the specific error you're getting? I might be able to at least hazard a guess. Fails before the project loads. Not sure. I haven't heard of anything happening like that. Epic Games 410 is virtual memory range for PCH exploit. Oh, that's a weird. Okay, yeah. That one you're probably gonna have to make a post on the Answer Hub. It looks like it's saying that your compiler limit is reached, and supposedly, if you enter that negative ZM76 at the end of your command line, it should work. But I don't know about that, and I can't guarantee that's the proper way to do it. So if you post on the Answer Hub in the bug report section, we can get. Since it's C++, it'll either be Doug or Lincoln. Probably we'll have to have a look at it. That's way out of my ballpark. I was hoping for something simple. Jesus. Wish I could help more, man. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm so happy. It's working. Jackie is a genius. Most likely, it may be still something to do with the 2015 thing. I wish I knew more. I've been trying to teach myself more C++, but it is a foreign language to me. I barely know any C sharp. I'm like JavaScript all the way. I'm such a bad coder. Uh, it's not even funny. Okay. Well, what can we do now? What else can we do? We've got this, which what I'm planning on doing with this is actually creating, because I'm going to create an inventory system for the player. What I'm actually planning on doing with this is creating a couple different container kind of things. I only need to compile it to open my project in 410 with Rama's plugin. Oh, and you're dealing with a external plugin too. Oh shit. Um. Um. I need an adult. I'm sorry. I don't have a good answer for you on this one. I me let me write this down. Okay. John A. Oh, okay. Okay. You want to? I'm guessing you're updating a project to 410 that has Rama's plugin in it. Attempting to update project to 410 with Rama plugin in project. Compile error. Gotcha. Okay. Boom. Yeah, I would definitely suggest getting this onto the Answer Hub though, because they'll be able to at least tell you if it is a bug. Potential bug vs 2015 needed, ask Lincoln slash Doug. Yeah, that's a big one. It looks like if it is a bug, that looks like a pretty nasty one. So if you could for me, post that on the Answer Hub so that we can take a look and see what might actually be occurring. Delegate signature template. What is a delegate signature template? Virtual memory range. Please recompile with the command line. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send this to my. I'm gonna email this to myself at my work email. That way I can pass this on as soon as I get in the morning, because I usually get there before Doug and Lincoln do. So, because I usually go in just a bit early. Yeah. Okay. Boom. 410 compile error vs 2013. Boom. There we go. And that should be desktop. Yep. Boom. Right there. So once I finish the stream, I'll go ahead and email this to myself with a reminder of what it is, because I can be kind of forgetful, and I'll see what I can do. Okay. So, are there any questions for me tonight, guys? We have a little bit of time left, and I got through what I had planned on getting through. I'm hoping this is useful to somebody. It is, again, not the most practical example unless you're specifically looking for this style. No problem, man. I'm happy to help out. That's what we do. I personally like the look of this. It gives it that simple feel. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know, and we can go over them briefly while we have time. Ball and chain. Oh, good, Sterling. Hey, sort of is still better than not working. Did you follow the? Was it the attaching a sphere component to each and every chain link that got it working for you? That doesn't render at certain camera angles. That could be a number of things. Specifically, depending on your field of view, if it's getting, I think it's like with some objects, if the base is out of view, then it stops rendering and it gets kind of wonky. It didn't work out. I'm sorry to hear that. But how did you get it working? Because I was actually really interested. If you create textures for landscapes, do they have to be perfect in their squariness, or can you rotate them and use an alpha texture? That I suppose depends on exactly what you're trying to do. Can you give me a bit more information, James? I might be able to come up with a good answer for that. Let me, while we're sitting here, can't create a landscape in Pi. Oh, right. That thing. Pop a landscape. Bloop. Keep in mind, landscapes are my favorite thing on Earth, even if I'm not the best with them. So. But I need to do it the other way. Attach bones to spheres, and I can't figure out how to do that. Oof. Oh my goodness, why am I lagging so much? Let me check my settings, make sure engines... Let's drop this down to medium for a little while. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. It's not great. Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to create tracks in the ground, so you have a texture with lines pointing one